Hello, good people. Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today is not very late night or very early morning. I decided to do a couple of videos for you. Had a long day, but I'm very, very happy inside. Finally, our team have won. Bangladesh has won against Sri Lanka ODI series, those who follow cricket. And it was some serious hitting from one of our players, young players, Rishad. Very unexpected. I did not expect that. It was very surprising. And I was getting very depressed towards like the whole like a losing streak. But anyway, like thanks to God that cricket is like a big part of my life. I love that. So today I decided to do early videos. I have two videos, one list and one individual review. First review, I want to do a Rasasi fragrance called Junoon Velvet. Okay, from House of Rasasi. This is the more posh line, and thanks to MMC Luxury Perfume for sending me this perfume for reviewing purpose. This one comes with a very nice box actually, this sturdy box. It has this label. So if I think I should take off the sticker, this plastic, because these are not allowing the box to show. Sorry, should have done that because they sent me like this. So I didn't take off the plastic. I think the plastics are not necessary. They're just for protecting the box. Yeah, now you can see the full box. Looks really, really nice. Very up-class presentation like Tom Ford or so. One downside with this is 50 ml, only size they come in. Some of the other information, these are made in UAE, and these are released like long time back. I think most probably when I reviewed one more from this line, I think it was velvet or satin. I did one of those reviews. So there are three in the line: leather, satin, and velvet from Junoon line. I did one more before this, so this is the second one. So the leather one, I think is, sorry, the Junoon velvet one is one of the more, how to say, nicer one from the line, and it is very, very potent. So let's see what you get. The bottle presentation, everything I'll show you. I think in general this line is not very well known, like not many people talk about them. Let me see if I can let me see if I can find the notes. Yeah, sorry, because sometimes people ask me like, hey, what are the notes? Sometimes I don't mention the notes, so for you people I'm mentioning the notes. So this one, before I show the notes, let me show you the bottle. These bottle presentations are mind-boggling. Like, these bottles are why these are very expensive. These are like, I think, crystal glass or something like that. Like, these are heavy glass, not the cheap quality they use in Middle Eastern perfumes. Even the cap, it's heavy. It is metal. Okay, and it says Rasasi on the cap. Atomizer is very, very nice. Okay, okay, not the best, but it is 8 out of 10, and it does have this nice little locket in front which moves around. So yeah, it's pretty nice, it's pretty dope. At the base you find all the information, 50 ml. So before I start the review, let me just tell you the prices on these that I got information from my brother Iskandar bhai from MMC who are the one of the uh, official distributor for Rasasi in Bangladesh. So I think he gave me price around $70, around $68 to $70 per 50 mil. So that is expensive, okay, because this is the higher line, like Borouge line. They have Rasasi has some of the other line they launched, and they're more of the luxury line I reviewed a few days back. These lines are expensive in UK, but Rasasi has many lines. Like they have their oud lines and all that. So Rasasi has different ranges. So this I would consider as somewhere in the higher end, okay, because if you convert it to 100 ml, that translates to something like $150, right? So that is not cheap, that is niche quality. So you have to see if it does have niche quality in this perfume or not. And it's similar to something like Memo Irish Leather. I think that's the fragrance. Let me spray a little bit on the paper. I don't want to wear it right now, and let me discuss the fragrance with you. This is sort of a line for people who are big fan of Rasasis. Okay, Rasasi is a quality house. Their fragrance of high quality, last a long time. Even if the fragrances like Hawas, Shura, Daresh, people have really like, people are fond of them. Okay, so if you actually take out this one, the box, if it sits inside the box, you will see how beautiful this looks. It is worthy collecting just for the presentation itself also. Hope it doesn't fall. This is very difficult at times to set. It doesn't. Let me see if I can set it up. Yeah, it does set up nicely, and it sits like that. So when you see it like that, that makes it like more gorgeous. The juice color is beautiful. So let's see if it's worthy of the money, in my humble opinion. So what I get from this, they have mentioned in Fragrantica: leather, tomato leaf, vanilla, galbanum, orris, clary sage, labdanum, tolu balsam, musk, sandalwood, myrrh, vanilla, and benzoin. So I'll tell you what I got from this. Okay, this is not a fragrance for the beginners. This is not for fragrance for people who even love fragrances like La Nuit de l'Homme, African Leather by Memo. Some of the sweet cardamom-based spicy ones like Habdan or Hamdani or Ojan. Those are safer. Okay, but this one right here is a very distinguished fragrance. Like if you smell this and you smell those Memo, Irish leather, some of the other leathers, this is that darkness of the leather, man. It's very strong. Longevity of this stuff is like really, really impressive. Like with 1 to 2 spray, you can cover the day, no problem. So this is basically winter perfume. Okay, let me tell you who is it for, seasons, how many sprays. This is for the guys. I think this fragrance ladies wouldn't want to wear unless they like strong perfumes. Um, thing is, yeah, I said winter, isn't it? Like, yeah, this fragrance, I do not see people wearing this in summer, high heat of summer. If it rains, yes, overcast conditions, it is, let's say, like, you're having some really, really nice cold day and you see the, vape outside the window because of the rain and the humidity. So basically, that kind of weather, this would be really, really nice. But perfect weather would be just cold weathers, like really, really cold weathers, winters. When it snows, it will cut through the cold. So this one has that power. So what does it smell like to my nose? This one does not smell like any citrus, does not smell like any sweetness. It is straight up a very, yeah, the tomato leaf makes sense because this one is the soil. Like, like if you go to the garden, if you get a little bit of a mud on yourself or, and you did some gardening, you'll get the soil smell. I get a soil smell from this, like a earthy, uh, um, how do I describe? Leather is definitely there, very smoky, but it also has that galbanum. It is old school style perfume. So this one has maturity written all over it. This is going to be for people who love Chopard Oud Malaki, like fragrances like those, or incense, black incense Malaki. Fragrances like, let's say, I think Nishane has one, the black bottle, I forgot the name. It smells like elephant poo poo. So yeah, if you like those, this is going to be like really a favorite fragrance of yours. It is for people who are in the game for many years and they are into the niche game. There's nothing much for designer heads I can see from this. Honestly, I'm telling you, if you ask me, I rather suggest to you for summers, I would suggest Nautica Voyage, Aventus, Sauvage, Boss Bottle, stuff like that. But nothing for the summers. I would not suggest this to people as a blind buy, especially zero blind buy worthy. But let's talk about the strongs and then finalize the ultimate mark. So the strong points of this is the performance, the presentation, and how high class this smells. They use really good quality ingredients in there. This perfume, if you smell the quality, you will know like this doesn't smell cheap like a $20 cologne. This does smell like $100 plus cologne. The downsides is the bottle is very small, 50 ml. Not my favorite bottle size. You guys know I hate that. I don't want to bash them too much because that's what they do. But if this fragrance, if 50 ml, even for this classification, let's say $50, $55 would be like really, really good. 68 to 70, it's kind of pushing it. Okay, people, I do not know if many people would want to pay those prices for a 50 ml, but for collectors, I don't think they will. Like really, really worry. So the leather one from Junoon line is something similar to a Memo Irish, the African leather Memo Paris. That one is a beautiful, sweet, kind of like cardamom, like fragrance. That was more friendly. That one is safer than this. This is purely for colder months, mature crowds, and people who like things a little bit, out of the box or a little bit pushing the envelopes, something like that. This is nothing designer about it. Okay, so there you. Yeah, sorry about the interruption. Yeah, so in the end, my like ultimate analysis on this one is this one I would not personally buy. The reason being, this is not my category of fragrances. I like a little bit of a sweetness. I like a little bit of a, how to say, citrus, something playful. Even if there's oud, something, it has to be playful. This is like amouage, memoir man, epic man, those fragrance type of seriousness. And I do not have that sort of weather in Bangladesh. Like most of the year, it is hot and humid, very, very humid rains, high temperature, that kind of weather. Even if you're in the AC, this is going to be choking. So for me, because of the geographic location, I might not get this. I may get the Junoon leather, which is more wearable, right? I do wear leathers, but this one is kind of like a very niche side and very distinctive. Gentlemen would like this. So for me, my rating is, I still respect this fragrance. I do. I mean, I do not like it as much, but I do see the quality of it. So I would give this fragrance like a solid 8 out of 10, even though it's a try, but do not call pass. You never know what you're gonna like. But in the end, like if you know Memo, if you do love Memo, Paris's that fragrance, Italian leather, that's gonna be like $300 in Bangladesh now, at least $200-300 for that price. I think you should compare both, because the price wise, this one is not far off from that price, but gonna be a little bit cheaper than the Memo. You can save some money, and you definitely can get a much nicer looking bottle. So it is up to you. The call is yours. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much MMC for sending me this fragrance for me to try and review. Have a nice day. Let's do one more, then we'll upload it. Take care.